Well, back to our top story about the passing of former Cabinet Minister Tina Joemat-Pettersson. We are now joined virtually by the ANC's first Deputy Secretary-General, Nomvula Mokonyane. SG, thank you very, very much for joining us, and sympathies on the passing of your colleague, Tina Joemat-Pettersson. How would you describe the ANC Member of Parliament and former Cabinet Minister to us?
Good morning, Leanne, and morning to your viewers. Indeed, it is a sad day. We once more convey our sincere condolences to the family, in particular her kids, comrades and friends, and the entire South African nation. Comrade Tina has been an activist, a selfless activist from her own childhood days when she was a youth activist, coming from the Northern Cape, being active in the youth movement before the unbanning of the African National Congress, under the banner of the United Democratic Front. She led the struggles of young people. She was part of the broader women's movement, even at that tender age. She abhorred racism. She was very involved in the anti-tricameral parliament politics, the Release Mandela campaign. She always found herself being able to fit into any environment where she has been assigned the responsibility. She was a jovial person, very determined when there is work to be done. We are all saddened as the African National Congress because she's also a dependable force that just yesterday we were working on pulling together people who must go out and do and reinforce work in our various areas for the coming general election. And Comrade Tina was one of those that we picked up that she has a task to go and camp in a particular area, mobilize the structures and manage the program.
Yeah.
She was not a government minister or a member of parliament. She was a leader and an activist of both women, youth, and the broader South African society.
Yeah, indeed, and as you explain, she did cut her teeth in politics at a very young age, and she also served as a Labour activist in her younger years. How would you describe her as a politician?
She was a forthright person, very firm on what she believes in, but also being able to reach out, very reconciliatory, somebody who forever will ask the question, how are you? And that is the person that you will define as a revolutionary. She loved life. She loved everything that she was doing. She had the passion and the determination to go an extra mile in anything that she was assigned to do. Very accommodative, very inclusive, and she was also a mother who, in many instances, will sit in a corner and talk about our experiences of being mothers at a very, very early age. We're almost the same age. We would also talk about the dynamics in the organization. Never made Tina to be an enemy or somebody who hates another comrade. My own personal experience with Tina, even on this last national conference, she was amongst the first who came to me and congratulated me after that intense lobbying, because she understood internal processes and democracy within the African National Congress.
Yeah.
would go out and be together and work in Kimberley together and laugh together and forever say, my DSG.
Shame. It is certainly a sad loss, and I know that it is still, the news is still very, very fresh. And I mean, you know, you do speak of what happened last year at the party's elective conference, and she contested the position that you're holding, as you say, the DSG, and lost out at quite a small margin. But I know it's still early, but obviously plans are underway to lay her to rest. But at this point, I imagine, you know, her cause of death has not been made public. We don't know too much about it. But will all of these details be sort of coming in the next couple of days?
Leanne, we already have been in touch with the family in the Northern Cape through our leadership of the ANC in the Northern Cape. We've got members of the NEC who have grown up and have been with Tina all the years and are close to the family, who will reach out to the family. In any bereavement, the first day or once the news break, you have to give the family the space for them to pull themselves together. Even with us as the ANC, we have issued a statement already about who Comrade Tina is. It's difficult to say who she was. But the thing that the ANC will not want to venture on is to try and establish as to what the cause of death is. We do believe that she's now at peace with her creator, and that what we must all do is to rally behind the family. All of us must be the bigger family that Comrade Tina belonged to. And it will be in the best interest of our country, in the best interest of the ANC and her family. And I'm saying this with my own personal experience, Leanne. Sometimes we can become too intruding in a space where people are hurt.
Yeah.
That is not an easy thing. Her kids have lost their mother. The circumstances are things that the family has to grapple with. Ours is to give Tina a befitting send-off, is to celebrate her life, is to learn from her own life, and become better people also in her honor.
Indeed. And that respect is certainly what we hope that people do give the family at this time. A very sad passing, and we thank you very, very much for talking to us this morning. Nomvula Mokonyane, of course, the first Deputy Secretary General of the ANC, speaking about the late former Cabinet Minister and ANC MP, Tina Joemat-Pettersson.